Fun history quiz. Let's go. Question 1. Which famous ship sank in 1912? Titanic. Who was the first person to walk on the moon? Neil Armstrong. Who was the first president of the United States? George Washington. Who is often considered the richest person in history? Mansa Musa. Which city was destroyed by Mount Vesuvius in AD 79? Pompeii. Which war is considered the shortest in recorded history? Anglo-Zanzibar War. Which civilization built Machu Picchu? The Inca civilization. Who founded the Mongol Empire? Genghis Khan. Which country was formerly known as Persia? Iran. Who was the first emperor of Rome? Augustus. Which civilization created the first known written laws? Sumerians. Which explorer first reached India by sea from Europe? Vasco da Gama. Which country was the first to give women the right to vote? New Zealand. Who was the youngest U.S. president? Theodore Roosevelt. Which civilization invented paper? The ancient Chinese civilization. Which empire was the largest in history by land area? The British Empire. Which famous queen ruled ancient Egypt? Cleopatra VII. Who was the first man in space? Yuri Gagarin. Which battle ended Napoleon's rule? The Battle of Waterloo. Which ancient civilization invented the Olympic Games? Greek civilization. Which war lasted from 1939 to 1945? World War II. Which ancient civilization developed democracy? The Greeks. Which ancient city was famous for the Trojan War? Troy. Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? Amelia Earhart. Which country was the first to send a satellite into space? Soviet Union. Which famous king signed the Magna Carta in 1215? King John. Which famous battle took place in 1066? Hastings. Which explorer reached the South Pole first? Roald Amundsen. Which civilization created the first known calendar with 365 days? The Egyptians. Which civilization is credited with inventing concrete? The Roman civilization. So, what's your score? Comment below. And subscribe.